Today is the 17th of last seed. I should have been in Cyrodiil by now. By the gods, how the hell did I end up in this mess? How did those Imperials know exactly when and where I'd be crossing? They must think I was part of these Stormcloak rebels they were fighting. I wasn't. It seems now my fate is sealed. There isn't any reasoning with Imperial brutes. I should keep my mouth shut. Perhaps I can get off with a charge of hard labor. Best I settle in for a long ride. We open our eyes after hours of restless sleep and find ourselves looking at a rugged blonde fellow sitting across from us. As we look around the cart, another rather ratty man dressed in rags joins us, and across from him sits a remarkably well-dressed man for a prisoner. Curiously, his mouth is gagged. As we begin to stretch, the man across from us notices and starts a conversation.
You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. What if they captured you? Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Where are they going?
We need to go inside.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts! Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time!
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Now we choose our character's race and appearance, and our name. If we pick an Argonian, Hadvar says,
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dockworkers, Argonian? Captain, what should we do?
If we pick a Breton, Hadvar says,
You from Daggerfall, Breton? Fleeing from some court intrigue? Captain, what should we do?
If we pick an Altmer, Hadvar says,
You are not with the Thalmor embassy, are you, High Elf? No, that can't be right.
If we choose an Imperial, Hadvar says,
You're a long way from the Imperial City. What are you doing in Skyrim? Captain, what should we do?
If we pick a Khajiit, Hadvar says,
You with one of the trade caravans, Khajiit? Your kind always seems to find trouble.
If we pick a Nord, Hadvar says,
You picked a bad time to come home to Skyrim, kinsman.
If we choose an Orc, Hadvar says,
You from one of the strongholds, Orc. How did you end up here?
If we pick a Redgar, Hadvar remarks,
What are you doing here, Redguard? You a sellsword? A sailor from Stros Mackay?
If we pick a Bosmer, Hadvar says,
Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim.
and finally, if we choose a Dark Elf, Hadvar says,
Another refugee? Gods really have abandoned your people, Dark Elf. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Nord and the Rags.
There it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
We approach the block and get forced to our knees, giving us one last look up at our executioner. We prepare ourselves for the cold steel blade, but before the headsman can raise his axe, a dragon swoops down from the mountains, lands on the tower, and plunges the town into chaos. The dragon bellows something into the air, and meteors fall from the sky. The dragon attempt knocked us into a daze. Through the chaos, we hear Ralof, our companion in the cart. We follow him to the nearest stone structure still standing. Inside, Stormcloaks lie injured, and finally, we get to hear Ulfric Stormcloak speak.
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go! Move up the tower.
Just need to move some
Keep going.
Looks like we got no choice. Jumping through the roof, we land hard in the inn on the other side. We find Hadvar leading a young boy named Hamming to cover just in time, too.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. God's done.
We decide to stick with him. Our hands are still bound, so we don't have much of a choice.
Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me!
Following him to the keep, we witness the dragon absolutely decimating the Imperial forces. General Tullius seems to be mounting a defense.
Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine, I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovngarde.
At this point, we have a choice. Escape with Hadvar or Ralof. The journey through the keep is much the same. However, each has different dialogue options and scripted interactions. I'll be covering both sides. For now, let's join Hadvar.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us to the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
We enter a barracks of sorts for Imperial troops stationed here at Helgen. Beds are set up in rows, and there are chests at the foot of every other one. We find a helmet and a septum in one of them, and looking to the other side of the room, we find a chest full of Imperial armor, a sword, and the Helgen keep key. There is some wine in the cupboard and swords hanging from racks. Most of the gear is gone, used by the Imperials defending the town outside.
You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings, too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Hadvar opens the portcullis for us, and we continue forward and then right down the hallway. As we come to another portcullis, we overhear some stormcloaks in the next room.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them. Hold on. If you want to die, so be it.
Talos, my do your worst. Enough!
Scare them off. Let me see if I can get that door open.
After we deal with them, Hadvar opens the next door. We could also open this door ourselves with the Helgen keep key from earlier. The room the Stormcloaks were in is circular with large Imperial banners. However, if we enter the keep with Ralof, this is the room we find ourselves in. Ralof runs over to his fallen Stormcloak companion and says a Nord prayer.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. May as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore. All right. Get that armor on, and give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here. Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate. Damn.
way to open this from our side.
We check both doors, but it seems like we're trapped. But then, we hear Imperials. Instead of us and Hadvar, this time it's an Imperial captain and an unnamed soldier.
Filthy traitors! For the glory!
Maybe one of these Imperials had the key.
We find the Helgen keep key on the Imperial captain's body, but I'm only interested in the heavy armor.
Let's see here.
If we don't loot the key, Ralof bends
Here
down
we
and
are.
scoops it up,
Found the
then
key.
unlocks the door for
Let's
us.
see if it opens that door.
That's it. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
We continue down the stairs, and we see some stormcloaks up ahead. Before we can react, the ceiling comes crashing down.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen, now!
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them. Grab everything important and let's move. Dragon's burning everything to the ground.
I just need to gather some more potions.
Where'd you come from? For our freedom and Skyrim! Enough of it!
That'll teach you to trust me. An old storeroom. See if you can find some potions. Might come in handy.
This is a food and potion storeroom. There are ingredients hanging up. We can harvest some frost miriam, elvesir, and garlic. There are piles of wood and hay next to a blazing fireplace, with some food hanging up to be preserved. Moving on, we see a small eating area with shelves surrounding it. These shelves hold some minor potions and ingredients. To our left, we can find the barrel that was being searched, and we find some helpful potions inside. Moving on, we find another potion of healing on the last table.
Done then? This way.
Heading left and down more stairs, Hadvar comments,
The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need these.
if we're with Ralof, he says,
Troll's blood. It's a torture room. Come on.
we stumble into a battle between the stormcloaks we saw earlier and Imperial torturers. If we sided with Hadvar,
Hear that? Come on. That'll teach you to cross me.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon. Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack.
Forget the old man. I'll come with you.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things. Please.
Grab what you can and let's go.
but instead, if we killed the Imperial torturers with Ralof,
I cannot best. Oh well. Must have brought Jarl Ulfric with you. No, I haven't seen him since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. Ah, it's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. We might need that gold once we get out. Grab anything useful and let's go.
both give us 12 lockpicks, and both notice the body of a mage lying in the cell. If we choose to pick the lock, we find some valuable starter armor for mages and a spell tome. Sparks. On this table, we find the Book of the Dragonborn. Heading around the other side of the counter, we find A Brief History of the Empire, Volumes 1 and 2. We also find more lockpicks and an iron dagger. We can also loot a shield and mace on a wall rack. Once we're done inspecting the horrific torture devices, we can keep following our guide.
There's no way out that way.
To the right, in a locked cell, we can grab a coin purse next to a skeleton. Continuing forward and down more stairs, we find more torture cages. It seems like this poor Stormcloak is the only new prisoner in a long time.
We need to find a way out of here.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
We run into more enemies, discussing the way out. If we're magically inclined, we can kill these archers easily with a little bit of fire.
Let's go ahead. See if the way is clear.
Let's see if we can find a way out.
Continuing past the large room, we find a lever and a wooden wall blocking our path. We can always pull the lever ourselves, or if we wait, our companion will pull it for us. Regardless, after we cross the bridge, the dragon sends a giant rock down through a hole in the ceiling.
I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us. We'd better push on. I'm sure the others will find another way out.
That way now.
Better push on. The rest of them will have to find another way out.
Looking forward, all we see is more cave. Following the river, we can turn left to pass through a grate with a few bars missing. If we do, we find a skeleton with a potion of healing and a coin purse. We can also follow the passage to its conclusion to find the shattered bridge. Turning around, we can continue to follow our companion through the cave.
That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this way.
We get ambushed by some giant spiders. Finishing them off, Hadvar says.
What next? Giant snakes.
Ralof says.
I hate those damn things. Too many eyes, you know?
Moving past the spiders, we find another large cavern with a waterfall running through it, creating a big stream. We can cross on a natural land bridge and then turn left to find a potion of health next to some bones. We see a cart past a large stalagmite, but before we can inspect it, Hadvar stops us.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Well, okay, Hadvar. Let me see what's in this cart real quick. We see a coin purse with some wine. On the ground next to it is a skeleton with some blackbriar mead and a fancy iron helmet. If we decide to take the bear on, it goes down in a couple of shots. We can also decide to sneak past the bear, and if we do, the bear nearly catches us.
Easy does it. That was close.
Regardless, as we make it past, we notice more and more natural sunlight streaming into the cave. Finally! Rounding a corner, both our companions have something to say.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
That looks like the way out. I knew we'd make it.
As we leave the cave, our companion ducks behind a rock in response to the black dragon from earlier flying overhead and out of sight. We watch as it soars over a peculiar-looking arched ruin on the peak of a far-off mountain.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. The closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
And with that, we complete the quest Unbound and are free to roam Skyrim as we please. Thank you very much for watching. I'm a big fan of Bethesda RPGs and their stories, and this video was heavily inspired by Oxhorn's Fallout lore series. I was surprised that no one had ever done a lore through of Skyrim in that format, so I decided to take up the mantle. In our next episode, we'll make the journey to Riverwood with Hadvar and Ralof, meet their families, and explore Bleak Falls Barrow. Thanks again. Please leave your honest feedback in the comments. I would really, really appreciate it.